I got a panic attack because my Zoom kicked me out just before the bread prayer.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'm like, "Ah!" I'm like fumbling with my phone, and I had to connect on my phone because it kept kicking me out. So I only heard half of the bread prayer.
Maria.
Wow.
Jehovah's gonna have to forgive me. But I had to do the bread twice to myself.
Yeah, it's still sunny outside. I can see the
Yeah.
glow behind
2
you.
hours.
That's not the Holy Spirit. That's the sun, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Stella, beautiful.
Hello, Manny. It's good to
How's it
see you,
going?
Manny.
Thank you for the invite again. I really appreciate it.
Getting ready to get dressed, so sorry,
Okay.
kind of.
Yeah.
That was a very nice service. I appreciate it. It was very great.
Yeah, we're glad you were able to make it tonight.
Yes.
We'll definitely talk in the morning. Maybe we'll have some questions.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm actually looking forward to it. Sorry about my camera. It seems to be having some issues this evening, but that's all right. I'll have that fixed.
Hey,
No problem.
Oh look, say hi to the other camera. Hi, other camera.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Hello, other friends.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot easier getting over here this time, huh?
Oh, much easier. Easier and cheaper.
Crazy enough to go to Honduras.
I know, by myself, right? That's crazy. I did that.
That's what hooked me.
That's what hooked them.
I was like, if she's crazy enough to do that, she'll do anything. Yeah.
I wish I spoke Spanish.
We're gonna say
We'll
goodnight.
teach you. We'll teach you.
I was raised in a Spanish-speaking household, and I still don't speak Spanish.
I want to talk. Like, bye. Have a good
My
night.
mom just didn't teach me, I guess, and I never picked it up. I know all the bad words in Spanish, though.
You just never picked it up.
Yeah, I learned it as an adult, so it's possible.
Yeah, I do know Japanese, though.
Oh, wow. Well, if you can learn Japanese, you can learn Spanish.
See, that's what they
But I've
said,
said
but
it's pretty hard.
that's what they said. But in college, you know, I still took Spanish, and I still had a really hard time learning it for some reason. I don't know why.
It's kind of
Sometimes
crazy.
it's the familiarity. You know, it's the similarities that are confusing. I remember talking to a guy who speaks 11 languages, and his native language was Spanish, and Portuguese was the second language. He said it was the hardest one.
Oh, really?
Portuguese was the because it was too close. He said the
Oh.
similarities were confusing.
Oh,
He kept
okay.
mixing things up. But he said other languages like Chinese and Japanese, he picked up fast.
Yeah. Everything I know in Spanish is nothing you would want to say to people. It's not nice things like.
Well, we'll teach you good words.
Good word, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like swears. It's stuff like usted tiene una cara como un burro. That's not a nice thing to say to somebody.
Yeah. Well, at least you can roll your arms.
Yeah, I was
You're
gonna say
halfway
you
there.
rolled your arm.
Well, I mean, I am Hispanic, so I should be able to roll my R's.
Well,
My
can
last
you
name
say
is
Jehovah?
Flores, so
Jehovah.
Jehovah.
Jehovah. Oh yeah,
There you
Jehovah y
go.
Jesus.
That's the best
Yeah.
word you can learn. There you go.
Yeah,
You got it.
You got it. You're there.
You can
Yep.
comment at the meetings. Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
I got a Spanish congregation invite today.
Oh, nice.
Hello,
Oh,
in the
busy.
mail, randomly.
Oh my goodness.
Did you respond?
Tell them thank them.
She doesn't have a third computer, otherwise she'd be connected to theirs too.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Wow, I'm just so overwhelmed by how friendly and loving everybody seems. Like you're all like really connected, like family.
Well, we try to, especially right now. I mean, we're trying. You know, we always try to have that atmosphere at our meetings at the Kingdom Hall. And now that we're apart, you know, we try to linger a little bit longer after the breakout rooms and chat a little bit with each other and get to know each other better. And so, you know, we're happy to get a chance to get to know you a little bit too.
Awesome.
Manny,
I
what's
look
your
forward
last
to it.
name?
Flores.
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 Yeah, I was gonna say you taught me Jehovah in Spanish. If you want to know what it is in Japanese, it's Jehovah.
Jehovah. Okay.
Yeah, Jehovah.
That's easy enough to say.
Yeah, it is. I thought similar.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think in
actually,
Korean, I think it's Yohowah.
oh wow.
And in Hindi, it's Jehovah.
Jehovah. Yeah.
And Yishu.
Yishu. Yeah.
If you speak Spanish, then you know at least one Japanese word, which is pan, which means bread in Japanese.
Oh, it's the same.
Yep, it's exactly the same. So you won't starve if you go to Japan.
That's good to know.
Favorite phrase? Oops.
Hey, Ozzy.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say my favorite phrase in Japanese is "Dokamo skoshi yukuri hanashite kudasai," which means "please speak more slowly."
Yes.
Um,
No, that was one of the first things I learned in
How you
Spanish.
doing?
Yeah, it's helpful.
Although I would say it more basically, más despacio, por favor.
That's good. Oh my goodness. But
Yeah.
it's really nice nice being around, such high spirits and everything. Good energy.
You're welcome to visit any other
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
Oh,
You're
thank
welcome
you. I
to join us
appreciate
for the
it.
meeting, and we'll
It's
put you
almost
in the
like being
breakout
back
room.
it's almost like being back around my own family. I mean, I haven't really gotten to be around them except my grandma, who I'm staying with right now.
Pues
Yeah.
quiero comerme la
It's
pizza.
good that you're at least with her. Have you guys been okay with the pandemic and everything, or do you have any close?
Oh, yeah, me, my wife, and my 2 kids, we've been okay. I actually work from home, so I'm fortunate that I never, suffered a job loss from that. Everything else we've been pretty fortunate, very blessed.
That's good.
But my grandma, she's she's kind of older and she's a little bit infirm, so I'm actually staying with her for a few weeks. Try to help out around here. She's got a bunch of roosters and stuff. I gotta help her take
Oh,
care
wow.
of. Roosters and chickens, a couple of dogs. And then the neighbors' cows like to break into her backyard all the time and poop all
Is it
over
a farm?
everything. No, it's not really a farm. It's just a piece of land, and she likes to keep a few chickens and
Gotcha.
roosters just for eggs and stuff. But
I'm
it's
glad
really,
you're able to help her out.
yeah, it's
Are
getting
you going to
harder.
be staying with her for a while?
Yeah, probably for a few weeks. I'm out in Castroville right now,
Okay. Oh,
but I live over in
yeah.
yeah, that area. That's where I am.
Well, at least for a little while, you'll be closer to Havy's Bakery.
Oh my goodness, I love everything in Castroville, but I will say this: some of the people are a little prejudiced in the area.
Well, yeah, and it's a little bit of a bubble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of scary sometimes going in there because like I said, I'm Hispanic, so
yeah.
like I'm not the correct color, I guess, for some of the people there. But I noticed that like you guys have like a whole mixture of people and nobody's being weird or
Yeah.
anything like that, so that's really cool.
No,
'Cause,
that's the way it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we well, like I was from Nigeria originally.
Oh,
She
wow.
came here some years ago, so she came to our congregation.
That's a distance.
We have a good mix of friends from different Hispanic backgrounds, not all from the same place. And
Right, yeah.
and San Antonio seems to be a bit of a melting pot anyway.
It is,
So a lot of
yeah.
our congregations tend to be the same way.
That's from Nigeria too.
Yeah, that's where it is too.
Oh
yeah.
wow, that's cool. That's a really long distance
And,
to come from.
Is from
Libya, right?
Libya. He's from Libya. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And you guys have like do you have special congregations for like hearing and visually impaired
We
people?
do. We have an ASL congregation here in San Antonio, and although we don't have a specific congregation, we do have a lot of resources for the blind.
Oh.
So all of our publications are available in Braille.
Oh
They
really?
can
Wow.
get those on a
That's cool.
subscription basis and read them. And all of our website information is compatible with dictating systems that people use who are blind. So if they want to just auditorily, navigate our website, they can.
That's cool.
And,
Yeah.
the
You're
website,
showing
of
me all
course,
the
is-
languages too. Like
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah. Well, and it's something that we try to do as well to get to know our neighbors better. About 6 years ago, and I joined a Hindi language group that was trying to learn the language locally because of the influx of Indians coming here. And we stayed with the group until they became a congregation. We were there for about 6 years. So we didn't become totally conversant in Hindi, but we can read and write well. And we understand a good bit, at least in conversation. Just sometimes it's difficult to process and respond quickly.
Oh, okay.
But we did that for about 6 years, and then we came to after that. But before we did Hindi, we were in Spanish together, and my wife grew up in a Spanish home. Before I came from to here, because I'm originally from there, I was in Spanish for about 2 years, about a year and a half. But I was around English, obviously, when I was younger.
Wow.
So, what about your? Are you originally from San Antonio?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm from here. Well, not here, not Castroville, but I'm from San
Yeah.
Antonio, yeah.
Nice.
And I was raised here. I was just in Texas. I was not raised with a religious background, though. I was raised, I want to say atheist, except my family, they weren't like, they didn't say atheist. They just didn't go to church or, and try to have any belief in God instilled in us or anything like that. It was just more of a, I guess you would call it secular, if that makes any sense. Just very secular humanist type of upbringing. Yeah. So, they were also, they were kind of like opposed to a lot of the different religions, mostly because of, I'm sure you've seen like some of the damages that they've caused, like various ones. Like for instance, like the Catholic Church. I was talking to about that, about how they have all those cover-ups and all that stuff of the child abuse, and then there's other Christian sects where they promote things like politics and war and stuff, and I just don't get into that either. But I still wanted to give it a chance, and I was still looking around. I'm still looking around, researching different religions right now, like I was telling, because I figure if so many people have faith in the Bible, there has to be a reason, and I'm looking to find out why. I'm definitely looking to investigate that. I want to check it out for myself. That's the best way to learn, is immerse yourself and check it out for yourself.
Keep studying the Bible. Keep studying the Bible.
Yeah, that's the plan.
We hope to see you again at the meeting.
Yeah, it's funny because I ran into a lady at the grocery store, and I was talking to her about this, and it turns out she was a Jehovah's Witness. That's actually how I got in touch with y'all.
Okay.
So.
Awesome.
We feel very encouraged just to hear everything you're saying. So.
Oh, thanks.
We don't know you, but it's very encouraging to hear you talk.
Oh, I appreciate it.
It's very nice to hear.
Yeah, well, I mean, anybody can change, their beliefs at any time in their life. It's never too late. I'm 33 myself. You just never know. It just has to call to you, I guess. You gotta have the right time and the right place and all that, and I guess the right kind of heart, right?
Right.
Yeah. Very much so.
Yeah.
And if you think this shows a lot of love, just wait till you see us all in person.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Is it going to be overwhelming?
We're just huggers,
Oh, by the way, I love how your outfit matches with your husband's. That's great.
We do that on purpose once in a while.
I match with my wife on purpose sometimes too. Oh my goodness. Well, it's been really great meeting you all. You guys are really
Likewise,
awesome.
Yeah.
We hope to see you again soon.
We hope to see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hey, Manny.
Yeah.
Remember, you were. I was telling you about what we have called circuit overseers.
Yeah.
Okay, so and his wife are circuit overseers, but they're in the Spanish.
Oh wow. So like y'all travel around like to different places then?
Yeah, we have 17 congregations in the circuit that we visit on a weekly basis, and the furthest one is about a half hour away. But it's pretty compact. So every week it's a different congregation, but we give the same talks, and just encourage the friends, and also we visit on a personal basis all those that need a bit of encouragement. Personal encouragement. So
that's
keep
cool.
us busy.
So you guys reach out to people. How do you do that? Like during the pandemic, like do you still go to people's houses, or do you kind of do it digitally instead?
Yeah, right now we're doing it all through Zoom.
Oh, okay, that's probably smart. Yeah. That's good. You definitely want to stay safe. I'm sure that God wouldn't want you to go and get yourself sick while you're trying to preach.
Yeah, that's true.
Or make others sick either, for that matter.
Exactly. Yeah.
We value life.
You want to spread the word, not the virus.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a T-shirt made that spread the word. Not the virus.
You should get a mask that says that. That'd be great, actually.
Oh, hey Manny, this is my wife that just popped on.
Oh, well, hello. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm the one that's the blank
space. Not working tonight.
Yeah, I'm the one with the blank space.
Okay.
But yes, it's nice to meet you. I was speaking with your husband earlier, and we had a really fascinating conversation. He's a very smart man. He had a lot of really great things to say.
Yeah,
it's just Jehovah teaches this good stuff.
Well, he said he had some nice things to say about you as well, though. He said that you're a very good teacher yourself.
Oh.
That you give some very good explanations for things, and you just have a way with words and all that.
I don't know about that, but
Well, he says you can break things down very well. So, I mean, I'm inclined to believe him. He seems to be right about everything else so far. And what about everybody else in the congregation? Like, is everybody do they all give like the talks that you're talking about, like, or is that just like specific people, or?
Do you give talks?
Oh, cool. So like they have talks from like the younger people in the congregation sometimes.
You can join join the school.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah. He was telling me about the school. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're working on different things at each talk. So they'll give you the topic of what you're going to talk about, and then what specifically are you going to be working on? Gestures? Are you going to be working on projecting your voice? Work on being warm and sympathetic. So
wow, that's
that
like
way
really in-depth stuff. Like that's good public speaking right there.
Yeah. The kids that are in the Kingdom Hall and that grow up going to the meetings at the Kingdom Hall, they do especially well in school, and they're not freaked out if they have one of those where you have to get up in front of a class and read something.
Oh, yeah.
Or
yeah, I was definitely introverted. I had a little.
Well, you
I
don't
took
sound
a public.
introverted right now.
Oh well, I had to get over that. As I aged, plus having a couple of kids, you end up having to be in a lot of situations where you really don't have a choice, but you gotta get out there and talk. But that's, plus I want to set a good example for my children as well. I don't want them to, be too introverted. Not that being an introvert is bad, just you want to be able to, have association with your fellow man and all that, be able to communicate with people. It's very important.
Let me take a picture. Hold on.
Great
I'll
idea.
tell you when to move it. Everybody smile. 1, 2, 3.